Hello everyone, Ashaeden here bringing you some more StarCraft 2 replays for your viewing pleasure. Today we have a gold level matchup here on Deadwing. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the players here. Spawning in the top left-hand corner from Team High, it is Beam, spawning as the blue Protoss player. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner from my very own team, Triple T, is VtArcher, spawning as the red Zerg player. I gotta apologize, I've been very sick over the last week, and I was actually very excited to be able to cast Clan War that we had a couple of days ago. And so here I am, I'm actually just trying to go ahead and get some casting in for some replays that were sent to me. Actually, I've been watching a lot of replays recently, just trying to kind of get better and better at what I do. And that is bringing you guys awesome replays and doing it in a way that you guys are excited to come and see the next one. And speaking of replays, if you guys have any replays you'd like to see cast, please send them to AshaedenStarCraft@gmail.com. One thing while we're waiting for the game to go ahead and get underway, I've been playing some arcade games as of late. And I learned that I cannot play Zealot hockey. I don't know if I don't have the coordination or if it's just anything really, really crazy. I don't know. I just cannot do it. I have tried and tried, and I cannot steal the ball. I can't defend from goals. I just absolutely suck in Zealot hockey. So, there you have it. We do have a 15 hatch coming in from VtArcher. And up here we have a gateway first coming from Beam. I want to say High Beam as I look at it because it sounds pretty cool, but it is not. And actually we have a very fast third as well from VtArcher. So I'm pretty excited about that. Pretty standard as of late to see this happening more and more. When I used to play as a Protoss player, I really didn't know how to react to that, so maybe there's a special trick to it when it gets scouted, if it gets scouted all in all, but it doesn't. But it looks like we're going to have some one-base play, going to get his Cyber Core out, Beam. Or is it B-A-M? Or B-E-M? I'll just say Beam. So, got the gas on the way. Looks like, I don't want to make any assumptions right now, but getting his pylon down, and had to hesitate for a second, not because I was wondering what the name of the pylon was, but rather I was actually wondering about the timing of the pylon and what is going on actually. He does have warp gates being researched, and it looks like he's going to be taking a natural. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And there it is. There's the scout off from Beam. He sees the third, so he knows what's going on. He knows that there's some pretty greedy play going on here. Or, I don't know, maybe VtArcher could just go ahead and use that as a macro and use that to saturate this second base here. Who knows? But the Overlord is now in here. Mothership core down. 6 lings on the way. 3 queens for VtArcher. Excuse me. So yeah, playing a lot of arcades. Playing a lot of different things. Actually played some Imba League not too long ago with a couple players from my clan. Also very excited to know that we have a Grandmaster finally in Team Triple T, which is very awesome. Very awesome indeed. Having lost a few players, it's very exciting to actually have someone of that stature, oops, accidentally paused it, of that stature actually be in our clan finally. So that's definitely a wonderful, wonderful addition, I think. I was wrong about the saturation. They're actually going to go ahead and individually saturate each base. Not really doing anything with these lings. I guess more defensive lings. Watching for drops over here. Maybe he's going to use that as a scout. 2 forges on the way, though. Or a second forge, I should say. Twilight Council. So, probably going to see those upgrades come in really fast. I don't know if we're going to see some Zealot legs, maybe some blink, probably more or less the legs though, then we're going to see the blink. Check the upgrades tab, nothing really on finished yet. 2 evolution chambers and roach warren coming down for VtArcher. Beam taking both gases down there in the natural relatively quickly. And yes, the upgrades are working here. Blink is actually getting started for high beam or beam. Yeah, I'm just going to call him beam from now on, if I don't forget that I said that already. Bunch more gateways here, so that brings the gateway count to... brings the gateway count to 2 total, but anyways, 2 on the way, 3 on the way. So we're gonna have a great ground army going on here. All ground, all ground. More gateways, and more gateways. We're gonna probably gonna be a really huge push. Protoss Ball of Death coming. I don't know what the tech switch is gonna be. I still haven't seen a robotics facility yet. Not one on the way at all. +1 ground armor also in research. 1 weapons almost finished. Spore crawlers going down. Extractors going down. Bunch of roaches coming in. Looking at the army tab. Actually, that's what I wanted to pull up. Army supply 45 in favor of VtArcher, so he is way ahead. He could probably move into this and win if he realized that. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and see what's going on. We have a little bit of an attack push coming across the map. Stalkers. Probe going to put a proxy pylon probably up here. And the Mothership Core making its way over, which the Mothership Core and all of this is going to get immediately slaughtered. But what this is supposed to be some blink play, but it is not going to happen. He walks into the army and he's like, holy crap. Little good micro though, good micro. But it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Got the proxy pylon in. Interesting overlord placement. Yes, maybe he wants to check the expansion timing. We have a huge warp in. This might actually do some damage. But I would have liked to seen a few zealots in there to go ahead and tank some of the roach damage. But he might be waiting for one more warp in. We have +2 weapons for Protoss on the way. And we have a robotics facility just finished. Want to see if he's going to do something with that. We have some poking in here. He's probably going to lose that queen if he's not too careful. 4 queens, sentries here. Wow. Actually, every second that Archer doesn't push out here, he's going to continue to let Beam just to mass up more and more of an army. We actually have a 3rd going down for Beam as well. Both the assimilators, extra pylons. So he doesn't want to get supply blocked any more than he already is. And here we have the engagement. Good force fields, good force fields. But still wasn't enough to prevent a whole lot. But he's using the force field as more of a contain now. And more troops being warped in. So at this point we have 19 roaches on the way. Spire Tech on the way. Zerg 1 ground carapace. And roach speed. Immortals are also in production. 1. So I guess that would be Immortal is in production. No extra probes yet, so I guess he's going to continue to saturate that. Just one probe. So we stopped this probe production. Continuing to make more sentries. He's got the zealots in there now. A few of them. A few zealots. And this is going to be a pretty interesting engagement. Force fields. Very good force fields. Lost the Mothership Core though. He's not going to be able to do any mass recall. So I'm going to go ahead and get the comparison here. 96 in favor of VtArcher still for army supply. Beam is actually looking to be a little bit ahead in the worker count, but not too much. I don't understand why VtArcher is not deciding to push out, but we'll see what happens. He's got some Hydras on the way, also his +2 missile attack. Tunneling Claws also on the way. No observers as of yet, so that Tunneling Claws might actually prove very, very useful if they decide to go ahead and tunnel their way in underneath this army. One by one, we have Immortals coming in to join the army. And this army needs to go ahead and attack. Losing several forces right off the bat. No more force fields. Oh, there they are, there they are. Probably going to lose that on move command. Lost that Immortal right off the bat. Move command is so brutal. Lost the other Immortal. Wait, not yet, not yet. He is sitting. Oh, there it goes. Before I could even click it. But backed into a corner. I think, I don't know. Who's going to win this one? Who is going to win this engagement? It is heavily, heavily, heavily in favor of VtArcher now. The engagement is easily going to be won. And what is the response from High Beam? Beam. Making a bunch of units at home. And here comes the counterattack, I think. I'm going to stop and wait and get the regeneration from the roaches. And we have muscular augments going down for the Hydralisks. So what a good switch. And +2/+2. Or excuse me, +2/+3. Upgrades. Shield and attack for Beam. He's finally got another Mothership Core on the way. 36 slings on the way for VtArcher. Probably should see a macro hatch coming down, or at least a fourth. Instead, we got an infestation pit. Very interesting. And still no scout off from these two yet. Maybe he was worried about some sort of a drop play. I don't know, because he could have came straight through the middle here and would have totally bypassed all of that. Excuse me. More and more gateways on the way. More and more from that into Warp Gate. Continuing with his upgrades. Air upgrade on the way. Probably going to get those mutas out. I haven't seen one yet, but they'll be on the way. In the meantime, 8 Hydralisks and Zealot Charge. We have a Colossus on the way for Beam, which is going to prove very useful against the Hydralisks. But with only one Colossus, it's not going to be that beneficial. And once it's spotted, since air is already done and in production, all he's going to have to do is produce a few Corruptors, and there goes all the Colossus. So, very, very late. And the move command again, there goes another Immortal. Let's see if the rally point actually ever got changed. Now it just got changed. But it cost him 2 Immortals for that. And a move it is. Right into the base. And this, I think, is going to be it. Damage, you got the Photon Overcharge. There goes the Nexus. The probes start going down. The units start going down. The force fields were good, but not good enough for this army. Not good enough. All the structures are going down. Oh, this is so brutal. This is so one-sided. And he's going to go ahead and burrow, get those roaches right into the base. Going to pull them right behind this army. Probably right into the mineral line as well. Yep, there it goes. Right into the mineral line. But the Colossus is about to pop. And what is going to happen here? The Colossus is out. And all the roaches come down. And the Colossus is almost immediately sniped. And there it is. And Beam is just saying to himself, holy crap. And VtArcher walks right in and totally wrecks his opponent. Beam, if you do end up watching this, I hope that you scout some more, because your scout revealed absolutely nothing from what you needed to see. And once you've seen all that army, I probably would have said pull back, maybe regroup back at home, do something. You had tons of gateways. Very, very late robo facility though. If that could have probably changed everything if you would have got that out a little bit earlier. And that'll be the game. So, Good game, everyone. And to all the viewers, thank you for watching.